For years now, Titleist have brought out the AP1 and AP2 cavity back iron, and they've been fantastic. But now there's a new kid on the block. Titleist AP3. What's it all about? How does it perform? We're going to find out, and we're going to do it now. First things first everyone, before we get started in this Titleist 718 AP3 iron review, if you haven't subscribed already to the channel and you are new here, do consider subscribing. If you enjoy course vlogs, if you enjoy product reviews, if you enjoy golf tips and you want to learn how to get better, make sure to subscribe. Let's get straight to it. So what is the Titleist 718 AP3 iron all about? Basically, it is a bit of a mashup between the AP1, so the really forgiving iron, the massive one. This year's AP1 goes absolutely miles, and the tried and trusted AP2, which a lot of tour players have been using and are still using, such as your Jordan Spieth. He's played AP2s all his college career and all his professional career. But I get what you're all saying. If the AP1 and AP2 were that good, is there a need for this? Do people need an AP3 in their lives? Now, anybody who's playing an AP3, and I've spoke to quite a few of our members and people who I teach who are playing this golf club, they're really enjoying it. So what it is, it's a tiny bit bigger than the AP2, not as big as the AP1. It pretty much offers you the forgiveness of the AP1 when your ball striking's a little bit off and sporadic around the club face, but also gives you the sleek, smaller looking head of the AP2 and the soft feel. One thing that Titleist are really pushing with this iron is the formidable forgiveness, huge distances, but also the soft feel of a player's iron. So the head is hollow, which a lot of the game improvement irons are now, and what Titleist are saying is together with the L-face insert, that's helping shots launch higher, faster, but also stopping quicker, so they feel softer. That's enough of the complicated stuff. Let's hit some and find out. I've been out on the golf course and we're just about to hit the range and see what these bad boys are all about. Let's do it. So I'm going to be hitting the 7-iron here, and when I put the lofts up on the screen now, you will see that the AP3 7-iron comes in at a loft of 31 degrees, which is quite strong. Obviously not as strong as the AP1 model, which is designed purely for that game improvement and distance, but it's a long way from the 34 degrees of the AP2. Usually for me, this kind of 7-iron, and by this kind of 7-iron, I mean power 7-iron, a little bit more game improver, probably something I'm going to be going more towards, as I don't get to play that often. We spend a lot of time teaching, a lot of time reviewing, not enough time out there on the golf course. This may be something that suits my eye. I must admit, I've been a fan of the AP2s for years. I've never had a set. These look just as good. Let's hit some and have a look at the distances. That has gone a long way. I must admit though, it didn't feel soft. On the website, Titleist are professing how these are a soft feeling iron. Let's hit some more and find out. Oh my God. That is insane distance for a 7-iron. So that's the first one I've really misstruck, and you can see out of the heel of the club there, and you can see the distance really dropped off as well. So is it that forgiving, or have I just hit the first few really, really well? I suppose the distance wasn't bad, was it? Let's have a look at some shorter irons. I'm gonna hit some 9-irons now. My usual distance for that would, I think, be about 135 to 140. I've not hit many power iron 9-irons. Try saying that quickly. So this is gonna be really interesting. We could even maybe see this sneak up to the 150 marker. Little left. Not bad, because that wasn't a great strike. A couple more. These go a long way. Oh my God. These things almost aren't even fair. These are rivaling the TaylorMade P790s for me, and if you watch my reviews, you'll know full well how impressed I've been with those this year. Let's take these on the golf course and see just how they perform on a fiery, burnt out Yorkshire golf course. We're now out here on the golf course and we're into a little bit of wind and playing uphill. I'm 160 yards. I'm going to hit the 7-iron. It was going further than that on the range, but as we all know, the range is the range and the golf course is a completely different matter. I'm not going to lie, that was a terrible strike. It was skinny, it was low, but I think it may be close. Let's go find out. From 160 odd yards uphill into the wind with a strike like I just hit there, I'm going to take that all day long with the 7-iron. We've got quite a short, tight hole here now. This is the 7th hole at Huddersfield Golf Club for anyone who's played it. And with the rough how it is now, the 4-iron is going to be a perfect club to get it to the corner, leave me maybe a 9-iron in, well with these clubs maybe a wedge in. Let's see if I can make a decent number. However, I haven't brought a putter out with me. Let's see what I can do. Now, there was nothing particularly wrong with that shot, but for me, I like to be able to play my irons down. I use the Titleist blades, as you probably well know if you watch any of my other videos. And if I want to, I can stand a little bit narrower, sneak the hands forward, and really get that ball coming out low and penetrating and bounding down the fairway. I couldn't do that with this. It just rose straight up into the air like a normal shot. It wasn't a bad shot, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't what I was after. Let's go find it and see what I've got left in. So as you can see there, even though I wasn't happy with the trajectory of the tee shot, we're in the fairway. I've got about 160 yards left, downhill, downwind. I'm going to go with the 9-iron. Let's see if I can plonk it in the middle of the green. Plonk it? What kind of word is that? Let's see if we can stick it in the middle of the green and then to putt. I'm going to putter, so let's see if we can put it in the middle of the green. Absolutely perfect. Well, you've got me this far. Let's see if I can two-putt with it. And that is a par 4 on a short, tight hole here at Huddersfield Golf Club, using a 4-iron off the tee, a 9-iron into the green, and 2 putts with the AP3 pitching wedge. Okay everyone, this seems like a pretty good place to round it up. What do I think of the Titleist AP3 irons? I think they're absolutely fantastic. I think Titleist have done a great job in not making them look too big like the AP1, not making them look fairly small like the AP2. The AP2 isn't a small golf club anyway. For me, however great a golf club it is, I just think you need to side with either the AP1 or the AP2. And I feel bad saying it because it is such a great golf club, but I don't understand who it's aimed at. I know there's tour players using these and obviously using the AP2s as well. But for me, you're going to get more out of your game if you go AP1 for the game improvement, or if you go AP2 for the more players iron. I suppose if you are in between, it is a great option. But I would personally go and get fitted, find what suits your game the most and go with that one. It may well be this, it may well be the AP3. For me, I don't really see a place for it, although I've loved hitting it and I could well have it in the bag. I wouldn't, because I'd go AP2 instead. I hope you enjoyed that and I hope it's made some sense to you. I'm going to leave you with one last shot on par 3 8th. Let's see if we can hit a good one. Thanks so much for watching, and if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. See you soon.